Okay. I have a real special treat for you guys today. Don't mind my green screen completely freaking out over the broccoli I have on my shirt. It's a shirt that says fast food. And I don't know, it's really clever. It's funny. But anyways, we're going to be reacting over something. This was something that I knew was in the works for a while. I thought it was going to be just one of those projects that they would have quietly shuffled away. No progress on it. But sure enough, it's actually here. The trailer for the Golden Axe TV show. We haven't had a new Golden Axe game in a very long time. As far as I understand, the last game we had was on the Xbox 360, the Golden Axe Beast Rider, or whatever it's called, that got critically panned. But before that, we had the arcade games, we had the Sega Genesis games, and other versions of the games. One of my favorite beat 'em up games of all time. This is, bar none, one of my absolute favorites on the Sega Genesis, the arcade version as well, of course. I wish we would get a port of Return to Death Adder for modern platforms. Obviously, they did the arcade 1-up or whatever, but not exactly the same thing. So, even still, we're going to go ahead and react a little bit to this trailer. This is my first time watching the trailer in full. I watched like a couple of like really short little clips. So we're gonna get right into it here. I'm sure I'm probably gonna get copyrighted by Paramount or whatever. Most likely, I'm gonna do my best to make this transformative. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so right there, he's got that giant eagle, just like from the first game. So already off to a pretty cool start. They're riding the dragons, got the skeletons. Now, there is a deep cut right there, right here. You'll notice the character right there in the middle. If you're not a Golden Axe aficionado, you won't know who that is. You'll just think, oh, they're making up characters or whatever. No, that is actually a character from a Golden Axe game. One of the ones that people don't really like that much, but I think is actually really good. We never officially got it back in the day on the Sega Genesis, with the exception of if you had the Sega channel. This is Kronos. Kronos is that cat character, and he absolutely kicked ass in Golden Axe 3. You can like really cheese that game with him. Of course, we got the dragon mounts as well. So we're off to a good start. We got Axe Battler and Tyrus Flare, of course.
Light and magic. When evil rises,
there we go. We got Death Adder. Got Gilius Thunderhead. Yeah, so true with those freaking mounts. They love to run off as soon as you get attacked. So they totally nailed that, obviously. So we got Sega. This is Paramount Plus that this is going to be on, of course.
Oh my God, it's them!
Okay, obviously we do have some original characters. That's really cool right there. Right there. Where they recreated the character select screen from the arcade in the Sega Genesis game. That's a really good deep nod, for sure. Okay. What else we got? As you can see, the animation style is definitely kind of, you know, this has already been known for a long time that they were going for a comedy angle, and you could kind of see that with the animation style. But at the same time, they did a pretty good job with like the backgrounds and stuff like that. Like, I think they did a pretty good job with that stuff, to be honest. But the characters, of course, have that kind of, you know, style that you would expect from something like, say, a Family Guy or something like that, you know, and they're not going for like a real like anime aesthetic or heavy metal, you know, magazine aesthetic or anything like that. So something to keep in mind.
To defeat Death Adder, we need an actual plan.
We're going to do what we do best. Face a series of progressively harder enemies.
Yeah, there we go. We got the Headless Knight that you fight. I want to say it's stage 3. if I'm not mistaken. And I think you fight it again, of course, from the original Golden Axe. But I think it's silver from the stage 3, and then you fight the gold one later. So we got like several different nods as far as like the enemies and stuff like that you encounter in the games already being represented here.
With Death Adder, and then we kill him for good.
Till he's dead. All the way.
Oh, kicking the freaking dude for the potions? Yes. That's awesome, kicking those little elf dudes. That is pretty cool.
I was hoping.
So we got the fire spell, of course.
Why don't you go first?
Okay, obviously got some slapstick comedy, you know. It's gonna be tough to say, you know, like with the trailer like this, you know, like it, you know, they want to throw in some comedy zingers. It's a little hard to pull that off, of course, for that. I don't know if it's gonna be try hard, to be honest. I mean, it seems like pretty standard stuff, pretty typical animated comedy stuff. I'm not seeing anything that's particularly, you know, going off the walls with this stuff here. Of course, got some animated blood and gore, so they're going to be targeting a more mature rating, of course, which I guess kind of makes sense, you know. Obviously, the original games didn't have blood, but that was featured, of course, in Beast Rider.
Stop.
Which kind of just makes sense.
Better not be another mini boss. You better be the final one.
Oh, we got those guys there. I forget what those freaking dudes are, but you obviously fight those guys as well. But I'm guessing maybe they might be good guys this time or something. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what's going on in this particular scene here, but something to keep in mind.
Legendary kill.
It's just what us kitty cats do.
I'm so excited. I'm gonna
Got the giant dragon, of course.
We're us.
Oh, looks like we got a skeleton character. Right on. So there's a skeleton that's part of the crew as well. Those skeletons are freaking annoying. If you know, you know. If you've played Golden Axe, those skeletons are like the bane of your existence.
Sorry, we don't have a group name. We were barely getting along until 8 minutes ago.
Sega!
chop first. Ask questions later.
Yep.
What else?
Gotta love how she just screams Sega. Pretty great.
Would you do with an axe?
I don't know.
Golden axe.
Okay.
Like the game? Heck yeah.
Yeah, this literally came out of nowhere. So September 16th, they're going to start streaming this series. From what I understand, Paramount isn't like Netflix where they're cool and they'll just drop the whole thing at once. They're like you got to do the weekly thing, you know. So if you want to like watch the whole series, you'll have to subscribe and watch week to week. You know, that's probably what they're going to do. Maybe they'll have like 2 episodes or something right off the bat, but you know, that kind of sucks. I mean, I usually only subscribe to one streaming service at a time. I was thinking about getting Netflix. I might have to possibly do Paramount. Although technically I get Paramount for free, but I'm not much of an ads person. I don't really watch the streaming with the ads. And so, I don't know. I guess maybe I'll just watch the free tier and I'll just bear it with the ads so I don't have to pay for a second subscription. Because I plan on getting Netflix very soon since I'm canceling my Disney Plus. That's the one I've got going on right now.
Thanks, Paramount.
Okay. So I noticed that they did that. That's like obviously an original little retro animation they did there. That's not how it looks in the game exactly. It looks a little bit off. I don't know why they couldn't just use the graphics from the game. But, you know, that's probably going to be another clip in the show as well. Probably just another like humorous skit / kind of throwback to the classic game. So, I mean, it's tough to say if it's going to be good, honestly. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to just watch and find out, or at least see what critics have to say and see what they think about it. But I'm definitely very interested in giving this a try. Hopefully this will be a very successful show. Hopefully it is a good show. And maybe it will rekindle some interest in the Golden Axe franchise, which is, from my opinion, like one of the more underutilized, underserved Sega IP. Like this was like a top dog franchise back in the Genesis days. And then we had the Saturn game, which was a fighting game, of course, which I guess it makes sense that they do the fighting game stuff because that was what was popular, but wasn't quite a hot fighting game, you know. And then we hadn't seen Golden Axe for a long time. Then we had the Beast Rider game, and that didn't do well. And then it seems like Sega's like, yeah, I guess nobody cares anymore. I assure you, we do care. We do still care. And, I'm going to turn up and give this a go. We're going to see how this show is. Let me know what you all think about this in the comments below. I'd like to hear your thoughts. And tell me about your Golden Axe experience. I'd love to talk to you about that because I'm a huge fan, obviously. But that's going to be the last line.